will be talking about the effects of social media usage by age. First off, it's important to understand if social media is harmful to certain ages. It can be, but the 3 different age groups I have down below are affected differently compared to each other. In the next few slides, I will be discussing a few different articles about the findings of effects of social media usage, but these articles are categorized by 3 different methods of research. According to the Harvard Catalyst, qualitative research is data that is expressed through words or pictures and can be collected through focus groups, interviews, or field research. Quantitative research is data that is collected through surveys or content analysis where the results can be represented by numbers. Lastly, mixed research methods are used to strategically combine qualitative and quantitative research using the strengths of both. For the first method of qualitative research, I found 2 different articles that contain studies done using this method. The first article is Age-Related Differences in Social Media Use, Online Social Support, and Depressive Symptoms in Adolescents and Emerging Adults. The second article is Measurement and Variance of Social Media Use in Younger and Older Adults and Links to Socio-Emotional Health. The first article used a sample of participants aged 44 to 22 years old and examined their social media use and online support for depressive symptoms through rating scales. The researchers found that there were no significant associations between age and online social support and social media use with depressive symptoms. The second article, researchers chose participants aged 19 to 81 to take a survey about their social media use. The survey results showed younger adults used social media more than older adults, and a higher social media use was associated with worse socio-emotional health in younger adults compared to the older adults. For the second method of quantitative research, the 2 articles I chose were Associations of Depressive Symptoms and Perceived Social Support with Addictive Use of Social Media Among Elderly People in Turkey, and Patterns of Social Media Use Across Age Groups During the COVID-19 Pandemic, a study across 4 countries. The first study consisted of 450 people 65 years and older to complete a survey about their social media use. The data was categorized by gender, age, and education, to name a few, and showed that on the scales and tables, people with a higher social media use were more likely to experience depressive symptoms. In the second study, they used individuals of all age groups from Norway, the United States, United Kingdom, and Australia to complete a survey to know if time spent on social media were related to health issues. The data for this study was also put into tables and graphs by age and social media use. In this research, it showed that younger people spent more time on social media than older people, and more passive time spent on social media were related to higher levels of health problems. The last 2 articles for mixed research methods that I chose were Social Media Use and Weight Bias Internalization Association Moderated by Age and Weight Perception, and Age Variation Among U.S. Adults, Social Media Experiences and Beliefs About Who is Responsible for Reducing Health-Related Falsehoods, Secondary Analysis of a National Survey. So the researchers in the first study had participants complete a questionnaire about their time spent on social media and how they perceived their weight. They found that the participants who spent a higher amount of time on social media had an increase in negative thoughts about their weight. For the second survey, the researchers conducted a survey of U.S. adults 18 and older about how their age can be associated with social media use and their ability to detect falsehoods on social media. The results were categorized and put into a table, and the researchers found that adults 50 and older thought it was difficult to detect health-related falsehoods on social media, and younger adults 18 to 34 and older adults 65 and over were more likely to believe that medical providers should try to reduce online falsehoods. So, is social media harmful for certain age groups? The three research methods that I talked about showed that it can be depending on age group, but overall, I do think that these studies from all these research methods show that social media usage can be harmful regardless of someone's age. Here are the references. Thanks for listening, and I hope you were able to learn something new today.